Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. Make sure you comment so I can add you to the raffle. Every Saturday at 6 p.m. we do a live stream and 2 people win $20 Amazon gift cards. All you have to do is enter your name into the raffle and then get picked twice. So you can get a $20 Amazon gift card, or I can do 2 live DCFs for you. So if you win, I could either email you the $20 Amazon gift card, or you can just pick 2 tickers for me to do a live DCF. It's up to you. Yeah, just leave a comment. Yeah, I wanted to show you the my analytics. How do I do this? Okay. So look at my views for May. They were 72,000 for May. And if you go back the previous 11 months, well, September was lower than 72. So you can see it was a big drop from April, from 128,072. And then my watch time for May was 5,800, a big drop from 10,600 to 5,800. It peaked at 15,000. And look at my subs. It was 711. And they were higher every single month for the previous 11 months. So you would think my revenue would be lower, right? Because I have less views. But actually my revenue is higher. You see it's 877. Last month it was 834. I mean, it's lower than December, but still the only reason my revenue is up is because I'm doing the live DCF models. So thanks for everybody who's donating during the during those live streams. Okay. At A to Z, Joe S. Yeah, Friday was a down day, right? So the hedge fund, I told you I did not accept the offer from the hedge fund. I took that other company. But the hedge fund actually came back and asked if I'd be interested in renegotiating. But I didn't. I still didn't take it. So I'm excited. On Monday, I'm starting at this company. It's going to be like the first time in 10 years that I actually had a job. Well, that I work for somebody. But I'm excited. I want to like dig into their financials and like really, I think I could add a lot of value. Well, yeah, it is going to be 40 hours. What are you asking, Ben? Do I wish I could go back? You mean back to magnesium? Or back to not working at all? Make sure you comment so I could add you to the live stream. You're having a rough month? It's only the June 4th. It's only 4 days into the month. You mean a rough May, right? Well, I definitely regret. Well, as of now, I wish I still had magnesium, but I'm hopeful that I'll have an opportunity to do something else. So yeah, I do regret selling magnesium because I've been so bored lately. But I'm hopeful. Especially that's why I took this job, because it's like more of a startup, and I'm hoping the company can grow and scale and maybe even become a public company, and I'll be there from the beginning. But yeah, but Ben, yeah, I'll try to get you a job there. And if you want me to do a DCF, you can just donate on the live stream, and I could do a DCF. It takes me 4 minutes to 5 minutes to do. And you could just copy what I do if you kind of understand the inputs. You can just copy what I do if you want to do it yourself. Aaron, how's it going? The one thing about if I did take the job with the hedge fund, they said I'd have to, like, I might have to stop doing the YouTube channel, or I would have to change it a lot because I can't really give financial advice. So now I don't have to worry about that. But that wasn't the reason I didn't take it. So tomorrow I have Ford coming out tomorrow, and then Nubank. So Nubank is it's a Brazilian fintech company. And it has some really big investors. It has a lot of investment funds like Sequoia, DST, Tiger. Tencent is a big shareholder. They own 6% of the company. That's a Chinese video game company. Berkshire Hathaway owns 2% of the company. So you can see they have a lot of big companies that are backing them. This is it's what's that fintech company that just got FDA approval from the bank? Damn, what's that called? I did a video on them. That online banking company. SoFi. So New Holdings is SoFi in Latin America. That's pretty much that's how you can think about them. It's mainly Brazil. 90, I think like 98% of their business in Brazil, but they also have recently offered their services to people in Colombia and Mexico. So you know, they always look interesting. You know, I mean, it's like it looks interesting, but they all crash. I don't know, like I'll show you the. See, it started out at like $12 when it IPO'd at the end of, I think it was in November of 2021, and now it's down to under $5. It bottomed out under 4, but now it's 4.40. So could be a good opportunity. But I mean, everything's down. So if you want a deal, I mean, almost anything you're getting a discount these days, it seems, because in a year or two, there's going to be a ton of upside, because the bear market's going to eventually can't last forever. Okay. So 12, Abe. It's hard sometimes. Yeah, if you try a DCF on your own and you get a crazy value, you might have actually done it correctly. It's just you have to kind of learn the nuances of, you know, what can screw up the model, and it's definitely an art, not a science. Doc M. Make sure you comment, because there's 24 people, 27 people on a stream. Only 13 people are. And you have to get picked twice. And if you win, I can send you a $20 Amazon gift card, or you can pick 2 tickers and I could run a DCF on those 2. Everyone has an 8.5% chance of one. Yeah, now it's 7, 7, 9, 13 chance of winning. I read PE doesn't matter for REITs. Yeah, PE I would not look at for REITs, because the income statement is generally for a lot of REITs, because REITs tend to have lots of depreciation, right? Because most REITs own real estate. So those depreciation expenses can really skew your income statement, right? Because depreciation brings down your net income. And especially if you're doing aggressive depreciation, yeah, I would just look at cash flow for a REIT. Some REITs don't have yeah, Kevin, you're here. You're number 2. You got picked once already. $11, Aaron. Everybody's getting picked. Come on. CB350. Okay, anybody else? $13, Doc M. $3, Ed A to Z. I think Ed's the only 3-time winner. Did I win? If your name is red, you got picked once. You have to get picked twice. Abe. Sahil. Thank you, Abe, for donating. I set up the Excel spreadsheet to make it as automated as possible. Yacero. Is that how you say your name? Yacero? Or is it like Isero? Yacero 1. So you can just email me and I'll give you a $20 Amazon gift card, or you could pick 2 tickers. But let's look at Star real quick. This is a REIT? Damn it. Sports Not Gym. Well, that's a high whack. I remember when I started investing, I thought I read the higher the PE, the better. So I was doing my research, searching for companies with high PEs and investing in them. And I was up a lot. So I was like, oh, I'm glad. And then I found out, and then I saw something that said a low PE is better than a high PE. So I'm like, it doesn't even matter. You could just throw darts sometimes if it was a bull market. So if it's a bull market, you seem like a genius because no matter what you pick, pretty much goes up. And in a bear market, you seem like an idiot because everything's going down. I wonder why it's so volatile, their revenue. Downtime, Abby. I remember I applied at this company, and somebody called asking me like the first screening process. Maybe it was somebody in HR. They were asking me questions because I applied to see if I should move on to like the actual interview. And I was trying to explain. I was like, I said, "You're a REIT, right?" Because what I read about your company, you lease out real estate. And he had no idea what I was talking about. So I was trying to explain, and he ended up not letting me go through to the next round because he had no idea what a REIT was. REIT diversified. So this is diversified. So I'm not sure exactly what they do. If they do, because some REITs don't own real estate. I've heard of iStar. I can't. What does iStar do? iStar. DCF definitely doesn't work for a bank or insurance company. Companies in a financial sector are probably the hardest to value. Are it finances, invests, and develops real estate and related projects, operates for fun. So they provide leasing, land development. I mean, it doesn't matter if they own. I was just curious if they own real estate because we were just talking about that. See, like they have negative free cash flow, so we have to try to alter the model to try to gauge what that free cash flow would be. I usually use the industry average. See, it definitely makes it a little more challenging to do these things. Let's use the lower whack, see what we get. Let's use the higher industry average. I try. It's pretty volatile. Their revenue, it was 479 million, then it went up to 531 million, then it went down to 281 million. And their forecast to hit 370 million this year, then dropping to 154 million. So it is definitely, it's much easier to value a company that's consistent. If you guys understand how you value a bond, because a bond has fixed interest payments, right? So generally, that's how you're looking at a stock. You want to turn it into a bond where it has a fixed future income streams, which is hard to do, especially when it's so volatile. So yeah, I'm coming out with $8 in this one. It's in the most conservative situation. Wait, let me see. Yeah, exactly, the coupon. I did that on a few live streams ago. I showed you how to calculate the yield for a bond. Like if a company paid a 100% dividend, like all of its profits went back to the investor, then it would be like it would be much easier to value. Of course, you'd have to forecast what the future dividends would be. But let's look at the ratios. They invest a lot in CapEx, more than any other company. This I don't think the economy is going down. They pay a pretty low dividend for a REIT, 2.4%. The average in their industry is 5%. Yeah, PE is generally doesn't make sense for a REIT, as we talked about earlier. Price to free cash flow probably makes the most sense. You could look at price to sales, but that's probably, for most REITs, that might not be that helpful. Yeah, it's weird that they're really, really volatile revenue. So this says their revenue is their primary sources of revenue were rent and reimbursements that tenants pay to lease the properties, interest that borrowers pay on loans, land development revenue from lot and parcel sales, proceeds from asset sales, income. But yeah, most REITs, it's the rent or lease payments on the properties. That's where most of the revenue is. All the earnings last year have yeah, I mean, it could be hard to look at definitely year over year for some companies, especially if you have these large, like these large one-time cash or not even non-cash items that could skew your numbers. So yeah, so it's kind of a guessing game for this company. Hi there, guys. TV. If you watch the live streams when I do like the DCFs on different companies, generally when we do a company like Google or a company that's profitable, that's pretty consistent, the DCF result, the result should be fairly close to where they're trading at. It shouldn't be too far off. But companies like this, it's really, you know, who really knows, right? Impaler. But if you want a DCF, you can donate. Or if you win the raffle, I can do 2 for you in lieu of the $20 Amazon. Oh yeah, Aaron, no problem. Ichi did really well, right? On Friday, or was it Thursday? I thought it went up a lot the other day. Or maybe it was June 1st. Yeah, it was June 1st. And I didn't go up that much though. Okay. So I have 19 people in the raffle. If everybody wants to join, just let me know. Corey H. Okay. 9. Gin. Gin and tonic. Wiki, you're number 19. 2. Kevin and tonic. 7. Yusaro again. Not Jin got it. If I keep bringing in more revenue from the DCF live streams, I can start giving more back on the Saturday. So Jin, email me and I could send you a $20 Amazon gift card, or you can pick 2 tickers now and I could do DCF. Yeah, I've always liked NIO. I think that's a good alternative to Tesla. I think they had a good battery recharging system. I believe if the other ones I could. Ben, are you here? That's me in the magnesium video. Ben, there's Jacob. That's me. But I mean, NIO is a Chinese company, so it has that. Which is obviously not good because Chinese stocks generally don't do well. But it's still trading above its IPO price. Was it a SPAC? Agav, yeah, sure. You can donate. What are the other EV companies besides Tesla, NIO? So in the past 12 months, Tesla is up 23%, NIO's down 56%. But in the past 2 years, actually, NIO is up 220%, Tesla 337%. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are down like my friend's like down like 80% on all his stocks, except for Tesla. He's up a ton, so he's up overall. But yeah, I mean, there's no racism in investing. It's all green. There's no black, there's no white, there's no brown or yellow. It's all green. It's all money. We just look at the money. Yeah, I mean, if you're not comfortable with NIO, if you don't just get rid of it, why deal with the headache? And don't worry about the past. You always have to think about the future. Or would you buy it today, NIO? If you would not buy it today, then just sell it and buy something else that you would rather have, like a more stable company. China is a country, not a race. Very, very wise words. China is not a country. Does anybody want me to do a DCF? Nice, up 7.7%. That's pretty good. I bet you have some oil and gas stocks in your Roth if you're up 8%, because there's not much that's up year to date except oil and gas. Let's see if gold is even up. Gold is up a little bit. Like ET is the only stock that's been doing well for me the past few months. Johnson & Johnson's doing okay. That was oh boy. Okay, so I'm up because I bought Johnson & Johnson in the beginning of January. So I probably paid like 170, like the low 170s. So I'm probably like flat or maybe up 1%. Facebook's killing me. That I can't even look at it. Buffett bought Ali? Yeah, Buffett likes the fintech stocks. I've noticed that he when you see someone like Warren Buffett buy like 100 million shares of a stock, that doesn't mean it's a great stock. I mean, it's probably good, but he can take risks too. Like you'll see a bulk of his money's in like Apple, Coca-Cola, things like that. But when big funds, buy 1 or 2% of a company, they can take those risks because they know there's a chance they may lose 50% this year, or they can 10x within 5 years. Well, Apple, 43% of their portfolio. Bank of America, 11. Amex. I notice he likes banks and oil and gas companies. Have I made any money? I mean, I do my portfolio updates. I mean, I don't know how much more do I have to show you my entire life savings. And I mean, it's pretty as transparent as I can be. I mean, I paid off my house in full, and I show you my portfolio. So I mean, I don't know. But that doesn't mean you should follow me. Obviously you'd have to. Wow, it's really come down. Oh boy. Yeah, he had Moody's. He bought a lot of Occidental recently. Activision, Blizzard, HP. He bought recently HP. Kroger, Citigroup, VeriSign, GM. He owns 0.5% of Amazon. Snowflake. WBD. Lucid. Yeah, Lucid. That's another one. Entertainment. Mullen. Yeah, there's one. Rivian. Yeah, there's an EV company. There's a different one. I remember this guy. He live streamed with me. I know he did a video on them. I can't think of the name. Oh. Fisker, that's it. Fisker is that's the company I was trying to think about. Warner Brothers. Like, is it the future revenue is that includes Warner Brothers Media, but their past revenue excludes Warner Brothers. I don't know if I can do this because I would need to know. I mean, it does include the. It's kind of hard to do this one until all the. Yeah, I think I would have to wait for another quarter until they report financials with the combined company, because right now I'm comparing the combined company using the old company's numbers. I don't know, but it still shouldn't be that far off. Yeah, I don't think we could get a good value for this one. But I wonder why it's because the market cap is updated. So 42 billion market cap. Well, I'm coming out with 91. It should work, but I don't know why it's. I don't know why it's so off. Oh, maybe that's why. Yeah. I think I'm using the old company's numbers, like to calculate the future free cash flows. I multiply the future revenue estimates, and I use I think this will be more appropriate. I'm coming at 46, so it still seems really undervalued, but AMRS. I'm not Amaris. I'm not sure if I've ever heard of that one. Specialty chemicals. I hate this part. It takes so long to pull this. AMRS. Reckitt. I did a video on Reckitt. Reckitt Benckiser, the British company. I did a video 2-3 months ago on that company. So they have negative free cash flow each year, so the revenue dropped a lot in the trailing 12 months. They did really well in the first quarter of 2021. It dropped a lot in the first quarter of 2022. And the forecast is for their revenue to grow a lot. 360 million to 540 million to 760 million. But I'm coming out with $1.80. Let me give them a different whack. Okay, 207 if I give them the lowest whack. They generate a lot of revenue relative to their market cap. Formula was wrong. So annoying. Okay. The price sales is 3.4, not 0.3. 3.18. They're growing their revenue a lot, 26% average the past 5 years. It's like, yeah, I'm not too familiar with this company. Anybody wants a DCF, you can donate, and I could do a live DCF. Oh, Aaron donated. I didn't see that. HD. HD. Yeah, that's something to look into. Why is their revenue down so much? Home Depot. Home Depot. Home Improvement Retail. Home Improvement Retail. CHD. No problem. D348. Yeah. Yeah, DCF is a good way to identify if a stock is really over or undervalued, assuming the cash flows are consistent and revenue is consistent. But if the numbers are kind of volatile, there's nothing really. There's no way to predict the future of the company. So it's just one tool to decide. Oh, what the hell? Okay. So if you do a company like HD, you should get a at least a normal value for your DCF. So depending on what WAC you use, I'm getting between a 248 and 297 for the DCF. So it looks overvalued in any situation. Petrobras is going to go private. Is that the rumor? But if they do take it private, then they just have to pay you for your shares. You don't lose. You just get like a cash payment in your brokerage account. Oh wait, HD. We should finish up the E4. HD has negative equity. They probably do lots of buybacks. Yeah, they have negative equity. Well, they didn't have negative equity last year. They did before that. Yeah, they probably got negative equity from doing the buybacks because they bought back 15 billion. Not much in 2021, but 2027 billion, then 10 billion. The PE is better than average. Price to free cash flow is also better than average. Price to sales is worse. Their growth, it seems to have stabilized. They're at 10%. It seems like once you get into the single digits, the stock doesn't increase anymore. Kind of starts to come down. ROA, good ROA. I mean, it doesn't seem like a good buy. It seems like either a hold or a sell. But I mean, if you're looking for what do they pay dividend? I mean, if you're looking for a dividend, then it might be okay. It's a pretty safe stock to own. Lumen. I did a video on Lumen. It's an interesting company. They've been really declining. Their revenue has been coming down a lot, but they're still bringing in a good amount of cash flow. So they pay a good dividend, really good dividend. Let's see. Advanced Micro Devices, lots of activity on Friday. Over 100 million shares traded. New Holdings is up there. Okay. Does anybody else want a DCF, or should I close out? What's everybody buying on Monday? A good discounted dividend stock. Let's see. AT&T. Probably an oil and gas stock if you're looking for especially these days, a safe dividend. I have ET. That's an MLP though. That pays 7%. Intel pays a 3% dividend. Yeah, I would stick with either an oil and gas or maybe a REIT if you want a nice dividend. But if you buy a REIT, you get taxed the higher tax rate. You don't benefit. Or an MLP like ET. I don't know. I probably wouldn't buy AT&T personally. I don't really. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't think anything's wrong with the company. I just probably personally wouldn't buy it. I don't know. There's always, I don't know, just too many problems, it seems. And they have so much debt. I think they have more debt than any company in the world. I think them and Ford are like top two. Let's see. But if you remember my Patreon channel, you can get the DCF model. It's like a simplified DCF in Excel, and then you could input whatever you want. Oasis. I don't know. I mean, I have to do a video on them, but I mean, pretty much anything oil and gas has been doing well this year. I wish I had more oil and gas. See, it was 130 in January. Now it's 160. So I mean, they're all up. It was 130 back in May. But Gush. Oh, is that a leveraged? Yeah, I would probably stay away from these leveraged ETFs. Really risky. If you see this, if you put $10,000 into Gush when they started trading in 2015, you'd have $31 today. That's over 99% loss. Do you guys know why the stock was trading at $80,000 at IPO? Does anybody know why it says that? It appears that IPO to 80,000. Then it dropped to 5,600. One of my earliest videos, yeah, reverse stock splits. That's the only way it can get like that. They did 1, 2. We could have seen it. I don't know what the hell happened. It went back to the. Yeah, reverse stock splits. That's the only way that could happen. They probably did 2 or 3. They did a 1 for 40, 1 for 10. They actually did a forward split, which is amazing, and a 1 for 10. So if you take the product of 10 times 10 times 40, 4,000, and the 2-for-1, so 2,000. So you have to divide the stock price by 2,000 to see what is actually trading. So 80,000 divided by 2,000. So it was trading at $40 at IPO, but it looks like 80,000 because of reverse stock splits. So people sometimes say, just buy and hold. It was $80,000 at one point. It's gotta go. It's only $231 today. It's gotta go back up there. And then I tell them, well, it wasn't 80,000. It was $40. And they're like, what are you, stupid? Look at the charts. It says 80,000. But one of my earlier videos, I try to explain. It's not too straightforward. It's hard to explain. This video, I try to explain why these leverage ETFs UCO and USO explained. Leverage ETF, guaranteed loss. So I try to explain why they always go down over time. Mathematically, it has to pretty much go down. Yeah, if you want to watch the video, it's if you look at historically, leverage ETFs go down like over 99% over time. You know, over maybe a 6-month period or a year, they may go up. But people don't get that, and they think they're only short term. And they say stupid things like, "Oh, this video didn't age well. You're wrong." Dude, UCO and USO will never go bankrupt because of its demand. Long-term investments always win. Why did you sell them? If I didn't sell them, I would have been down like 90-something%. This video aged badly. Got in on the 30s, well over 100. It's like, I don't even know. I try to make a video to help people, but they're up now, but they're not going to sell. That's the problem. Like they're so smart, and I'm like, none of them probably sold. Anytime there's a bull run on oil, of course UCO is going to go up. But even if you go out 5 years, it's down a ton. And if you go out more, it's like, but I'm waiting. I'm really waiting for the point for UCO to peak, and I want to short it. Oh, maybe I should. It's over 50. It's trading at its all-time high. Who's in with me? Who wants to short UCO? At what point should we start shorting it? Like if you look at Brent crude the past year, Brent crude is up 67%, and this is up 200% because it's a leveraged fund. Of course, it's going to be up more, right? If you go 2 years, Brent crude is up 183%. This is up 600%. If you got 5 years, Brent crude is up 140%, but this is down 50%. How could that be? How could Brent crude be up and this be down? Because it can't go up. It mathematically, it just can't go up over time. It has to go down in a long enough period of time. And if you max it out to as far as it could go, Brent crude since mid 2007 is up 120%, but this is down 99.11%. It has to go down over time. And the only reason it doesn't go, it can't go to zero, because obviously oil would never go to zero, because they just keep doing reverse stock splits. Now it's fine if you say it the nature. I mean, of course. I mean, you could pick any stock; it's going to go up in some time period. It will go up. If you look over time, there's going to be a certain time period it will go up, and a certain time period will go down. Like Apple, you could lose a ton of money on Apple if you just buy at the wrong time. But we're in a big oil run. You know, it's great if you make a lot of money with this ETF, but you got to sell before it crashes. Oil. The price of oil wasn't negative. The price of the futures contracts were negative. Oil was still positive. Yeah, that's SCO is another one that's down like 90%. Yeah, SCO is down 97%, while Brent crude is up 140% in the same time frame. Do I think what will keep going up? Oil or the market? Okay, I guess I'm gonna probably sign off. I don't think anybody wants a DCF. Thanks for joining. I saw it work Monday, so I'll provide some updates on next live stream. Okay. See ya. Thanks.